From the studios at Bossier Parish Community College, this is BPCC News.
Good afternoon and happy Friday. Welcome back to the BPCC News. I'm Sarah Patterson.
And I'm Dylan Procell. The
BPCC Culinary Arts program offers a buffet on Tuesday nights from 5 to 6:30 p.m. on the second floor of Building F. The cost is $7 per person and to-go boxes are available. The buffet is open to the public. On the menu this week, herb bread, chef salad, cheddar and beer soup, pork tenderloin, rice pilaf, braised cabbage, and pound cake.
The 2017 Louisiana Film Prize announced the 20 finalists that will compete for the $50,000 grand prize at the 6th edition of the Louisiana Prize in Shreveport, Louisiana. Each of the top 20 films will compete at the Prize Fest Festival being held this weekend. The entries will be determined using a rare combination of voting from judges and film and industry judges. Louisiana Film Prize also announces this year's roster of judges is an eclectic mix of filmmakers, film journalists, film industry veterans, and film festival programmers, all set to arrive in Shreveport, Louisiana with the express purpose of helping to determine which of the 20 finalists will take home the check for $50,000.
The film prize has grown each year and has continued this year with a record number of 127 film projects shot in Louisiana and submitted for consideration. This year's competition also includes an astounding figure of 45% of the films directed or produced by women or minority filmmakers. Aside from one $50,000 grand prize winner, the top Louisiana Film Prize films will receive publications through Shorts International on iTunes and will also screen at various festivals across the country, including critically acclaimed festivals like the Oxford Film Festival.
Here at BPCC, Halloween time is one of our favorite seasons. In honor of such, we asked BPCC what its favorite scary movie was.
'Tis the season, Halloween's right around the corner, and I'm Sarah Patterson. Today I was curious about what your favorite scary movies were, so I went and asked BPCC. Let's take a look.
You know, the Jeepers Creepers, you know, I mean, the way he's describing those children is just, those poor kids. Somebody get him.
My favorite scary movie is probably, I can't think of the name, but it's with the grandparents that are not their actual grandparents.
Scary movies aren't really my forte. I don't like any scary movies, but if I had to pick at least just a movie that's based on something scary, I would say the Rocky Horror Show.
I love all the Freddy Krueger movies. They're always my favorite.
My favorite scary movie is Dead Silence. By far. It's a movie about old lady who's a ventriloquist. She died, and it's about puppets.
Scary movie. It's been a while since I've seen one, so I'd have to say Blair Witch. Yeah, I turn all the lights off in the house and just kind of really take it seriously.
I know, I'm not very scary, but those movies that you mentioned were pretty good. I think my favorite is Hellraiser. It's my first scary movie. But that's all the time we have for you today, guys. Back to the news desk. An election is held each fall to select a homecoming court to be presented at the homecoming basketball game, which is held during the spring semester. The court consists of a king and a queen, 3 sophomore maids, and 3 freshman maids. The sophomore candidate receiving the highest number of votes serves as the queen. All homecoming court nominees must plan to attend spring semester and maintain a GPA of 2.0 or higher through the fall semester, be a full-time student in good standing and enrolled in 12 hours or more, and be nominated by a student organization, academic department, or faculty and staff member. The first interest meeting is Thursday, October 12th at 12:30, and the nomination deadline is Wednesday, October 25th.
When we return from our break, Lauren Wagner will give us the inside scoop on this weekend's weather, so stick around.
Hey guys, I'm Lauren Wagner with your BPCC weather. Let's look at your weekend forecast. Today for Friday, it's going to be sunny with a 0% chance of rain. You have a high of 88 and a low of 68. Tomorrow for Saturday, it's going to be a 30% chance of rain. We have a high of 87 and a low of 69. And for your Sunday, we have a slight chance of rain with 20% with a high of 87 and a low of 70. After the break, we're going to talk about your current temperatures around the Arklatex, your current temperatures right here at BPCC, and we're going to look at your 5-day forecast.
Doing the laundry doesn't have to clean out your wallet due to energy charges. To help, the experts at the U.S. Department of Energy offer a few hints on saving time, trouble, money, and energy. For one thing, when replacing appliances or purchasing electronics, look for the Energy Star label. It means the washer and dryer and iron you get are made with advanced technologies that use 10 to 15% less energy and water than standard models. In fact, an Energy Star clothes washer consumes about 40% less energy than conventional clothes washers while reducing water bills. These washers also save you money because they need less detergent and are gentler on clothes. Next, plug that iron into an electronic power strip. Like many electronic devices, it can become an energy vampire and continue to consume energy even when not in use. Simply turn the power strip off when you're not ironing to avoid becoming its victim. For more energy-saving tips, go to energy.gov.
Hey guys, welcome back to BPCC Weather. Let's look at your current temperatures around the Arklatex. Currently around the Arklatex, it's in the low 80s with 80 degrees in Marshall, while it's 81 in Nacogdoches and in Texarkana. 80 degrees right here in Shreveport-Bossier, while it's 82 in Minden and in Natchitoches, and 81 degrees in Ruston. Let's look at your current temperatures right here at BPCC. At BPCC, it's 82 degrees right now with a humidity of 52%. Your dew point is 62 degrees. We have a wind coming in from the south-southeast at 5 miles per hour, and your sunset tonight is at 6:52. Let's look at your 5-day forecast. Over the next 5 days, it's going to be in the low 80s or the upper 80s to the low 90s with a high of 87 on Saturday and on Sunday, and a low of 69 on Saturday with a low of 70 on Sunday. We have slight chances of rain with 30% on Saturday and 20% on Sunday. For your Monday, we have a high of 90 with a low of 69 with a slight chance of rain with 30%. For your Tuesday, we have a 20% chance of rain. We have a high of 85 and a low of 65. And Wednesday, it's going to slow down with the rain. It's going to be partly cloudy with a high of 82 and a low of 64. That was a look at your BPCC weather. Sarah, back to you.
A storm watch has been issued for the Gulf Coast as Tropical Storm Nate moves north towards the Gulf of Mexico. It is expected to impact the Gulf Coast this weekend as a hurricane. A hurricane watch has been issued from Morgan City all the way eastward to the Mississippi-Alabama border, including New Orleans and Lake Pontchartrain. Nate becomes the 16th named storm of the hurricane season, according to the National Hurricane Center. Right now, it's located 320 miles south-southeast of Cozumel, Mexico, with maximum speed winds of 45 miles per hour.
Come one, come all. Necromanor is officially open for the future shock on the Louisiana Boardwalk. Find your way through a dizzying post-apocalyptic maze filled to the brim with wasteland marauders, crazed zealots, and starving cannibals waiting to catch one of you. All of this is mesmerizing chroma depth 3D vision, where the very walls are seemingly jumping out to get you. You won't want to miss this season, so hurry down and see them at their new location, if you dare.
A marriage of pizza and brews is coming to Bossier City. Flying Heart Brewery is leasing its kitchen space in Bossier City's historic Fire Station 6 to Wooden Spoon chef Jeffrey Judge. He's reaching out with Wooden Spoon Pizza, which will offer pies featuring made-from-scratch dough and house-made sauce. They just recently finalized their menu. Along with classic favorites like pepperoni and sausage, highlights will include classic margarita, Mediterranean, and a BLT pizza. The Wooden Spoon plans to hold its grand opening on October 27th, starting at 11 a.m.
Coming back after the break, sports anchor Greg Johnson will have high school football highlights and more coming up next.
Hey guys, Greg Johnson here. Coming back after the break, we got some high school football highlights to talk about, and I got some more other games to talk about what's going on tonight. Coming up next in sports. Stay tuned.
My mom was a force of nature, always on the go. One day, she fell down and couldn't get back up, and an x-ray showed a fracture. The doctor said her bones were so weak that she broke her hip. 36 hours later, she was gone. It's hard to say how much longer she might have lived if she'd known that she had osteoporosis. But she never got tested, never got diagnosed, never got the medication that could have changed her life.
If you're over 50 and break a bone, any bone, you need to ask for a bone density test. Osteoporosis, it's a silent disease that can start out as a simple fracture and progress to a whole series of them. Get a bone density test and talk to your doctor about taking medicine for your osteoporosis if you need it. Make sure you get enough calcium and vitamin D, and don't forget to exercise. Keep your bones healthy so you can keep doing what you love.
Welcome back. Thursday night high school football was on tap in the area last night as Southwood was hosting the Bird Yellow Jackets in the District 1-5A matchup. Bird coming off a big rivalry win over Captain Shreve last week after dropping 2 straight. As for Southwood, they're just trying to pick up their first win of the season. Let's get right to it. The Yellow Jackets strike first. Jalen Thomason balancing outside and gets to the end zone. Bird up 7. She didn't like it, but it's all love. After the Cowboys 3 and out, Bird was back on the move like Emerald Fudd chasing Bugs Bunny. As East Carson Dunn finds Lawson for Jackson for the first down. That would lead to the Dawn Marshall touchdown, but it was all Bird in the first quarter. JT hits the hole, breaks the tackle, bounces out. Arriba, like Speedy Gonzalez would say. Touchdown, Bird. Southwood's basketball team was supporting the Cowboys and the Hurricane Harvey relief efforts, which you love, your neighbor tees. Much love on that. We got your respect. Southwood was scoring in the second quarter. This was all Bird in this one. The Jackets walk away with the 43-13 victory. Over at Northwood High School, Green Oaks hosting Haynesville. The Giants up 8. Nothing late in the second. The freshman quarterback feeling pressured in the pocket, but the big fella, Joseph Evans, comes with the sack for the Tornadoes. Later, it was Green Oaks showing life on defense. LaCamera Willie reading plays like he's watching the pros. He gets the pick and goes all the way back to the 20-yard line. That would get the Green Oaks touchdown by James Sanders. The Giants would go for 2, and Davian Sanders would get the conversion and put Green Oaks 16-0. I'm going to tell you what, though. Coach Franklin from Haynesville, I don't know what he told the guys at halftime, but whatever it was, it worked. Haynesville comes back from behind and beat Green Oaks 22-16 was the final. Week 6 of high school football, local teams in the area starting district play, and here are all the games that are going on tonight. Benton versus Minden, Woodlawn versus Northwood, BT Dub versus Huntington, Evangel versus Airline, Captain Shreve versus Parkway, Franklin Parish versus Houghton, Bossier versus North DeSoto, and Calvary versus Loyola. And that's a lot of games to come up for tonight. And that was your look at sports, guys. I am Greg Johnson. I hope you have a blessed weekend. Until next time, Dylan, back to you.
Coming up after the break, Lauren will be back with our weather recap and 3-day forecast.
Here's food for thought. Each American farmer, on average, feeds 155 people around the world. A growing trend is that farmers are producing and selling more crops, livestock, and other agricultural products directly to regional outlets and individual consumers than ever before. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, nearly 150,000 farmers sell directly to consumers, accounting for over $1 billion in food sales. In addition, farmers are more efficient, using less land with fewer resources to produce 40% of the world's corn on only 20% of the total area of corn acres harvested. The result is that American farmers and ranchers, who make up less than 2% of the population, produce enough food to feed America and ship more than $100 billion worth of products around the world. This increase in yield from agriculture is coming at an important time. Experts project that to keep up with the Earth's expanding population, farmers will have to produce more food in the next 40 years than they have in the past 10,000 years combined.
Hey guys, I'm Lauren Wagner with a recap of your weekend weather. Today for Friday, it's going to be sunny with a 0% chance of rain. We have a high of 88 and a low of 68. Tomorrow for Saturday, we have a slight chance of rain with 20% with a high of 87 and a low of 69. And for your Sunday, we have a slight chance of rain with 30% with a high of 87 and a low of 70. Don't forget the LA Film Prize starts this weekend, and it's the last weekend for the Red River Revel. Sarah, back to you.
The new Bossier City Makers Fair opens October 7th at the Louisiana Boardwalk. From 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., the Bossier City Makers Fair is a celebration of handcrafted goods, crafts, arts, and food. The first Makers Fair will feature over 80 makers and artisans. The event is free, and the admission and parking is free too. The event features a large handcrafted fair showcasing artisans selling everything from stained glass to knitting, upcycled furniture to soap, jewelry, pottery, home decor, and clothing. Meet the makers and start your holiday shopping by buying local of one-of-a-kind creations. Grab a bite to eat and shop handmade items in makers' booths and enjoy the atmosphere. We'll have live music, fun activities for the whole family, face painting, bubbles, balloons, and games in a family-friendly environment.
Norton Art Gallery Twilight Talkies series will be showing the Rocky Horror Picture Show on the front lawn of the museum for free. So bring your chairs, blankets, and enjoy a movie under the stars. Sing, dance, and have a great time. Local food trucks will be on hand with yummy treats to enjoy starting at 8 p.m. Movie starts at 9 p.m. The following food trucks will be as listed: Ono's Traditional Hawaiian, Diamond Catering, Sugar Popcorn, and Happy Belly's Italian Ice Factory. This movie is rated R and may not be suitable for children under the age of 16. Picnics are allowed, and please, no pets during this event.
Well, guys, that's all we have for you today. I'm Sarah Patterson. Have a great weekend.
And I'm Dylan Prosell. Be sure to stay tuned for a taste of Bipsy coming up after this.